Oh nah, I know the planets align, this shit be cosmic, but what's a retrograde to a renegade in the projects? My mindset is to avoid most nonsense and don't comment on issues that I don't vibe with.
What's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, and we back with another reading.
Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This is going to be another pick a card reading. We're going to be asking the question, what would happen if you reached out? All right, so this was something that was like requested, so I figured let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. I like doing these type of things because I like to see what happens. You know what I mean? I had a choice between doing how would they feel if you reached out, but I'm a man of action, so I don't really care about how you feel about stuff. I'd rather see what you're gonna do. That matters more to me. I don't know, to other people they may care more about like how you feel about it. But if you're not doing anything, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So it's like if you feel like you want to be a millionaire, but you're not putting any work in, I don't give a shit about how you feel. You get what I mean? That's how I be feeling about things. So that's why I chose to do what would happen if you reached out, because we were about action and bringing things into reality. We care nothing about just dreaming, okay? That's how I feel. Now, whether you guys feel that way or not, I'm not for sure. But I think that we probably are very closely like bonded in the way that we feel about things, all right? Because that's my collective. We seem to be similar people. All right, so I got 4 piles here if you can't tell, all right? I'm gonna probably record 2 real quick, and then I'm gonna go walk my dog because it's kind of early. I'm gonna go walk him because I know he's like, yo, whenever you wake up, you take me outside. You're acting brand new. So, I'm gonna record a couple, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go outside real quick and whatever. But take a look at these piles. There's gonna be a close-up of these piles so you can see them if you need to be even more closer to tap into them. Description box is gonna have the close-up. It's also gonna have the timestamps for each pile. This will be pile 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. As always, thanks to those people who be liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting involved. Thanks to all those people who also follow me on Instagram. I'll be recording there as well. I'm just getting my legs. You know how I go. I think I know what I'm gonna do here. It looks kind of clear, but we're gonna see just a little bit more. Before we know it, we'll be somewhere where we like to be. You know what I mean? I'm already having a ball with it, so hey, it is what it is. As again, take a look at the pile selection if you haven't already gotten to your reading, and I'll see you guys there at pile 1, 2, 3, or 4. Boom, pile 1. So, pile 1. What would happen if you reached out? All right, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be dealing with the Aries. I got Scorpio energy a lot. I got a lot of Scorpio energy. All right. So there's definitely some type of transformative. It'd be some type of transformative situation for both of you. All right. Someone may be having an issue surrendering to the truth of the situation. They may not believe the other person, or like maybe nothing would happen. Like maybe they might not answer. They might be at work. For some, they might be at work, or they might still be like disagreeing with. Yeah, some of them they could be going through something. They feel conflicted, and for some they could kind of like wonder like, why are you calling them? So like maybe they might be like insincere with or like stubborn with their emotions, like not really wanting to express. Yeah, suppressing their shadow side instead of like healing a situation. So they wouldn't really want to heal the situation. They might be like listening to your perspective, but kind of like zone out, like, oh, okay, whatever. Like this person probably doesn't like really believe you in a way. Maybe you could be like sharing resources or joint ventures with this person. At the same time though, they might want to surrender to your perspective of the situation. And they might just be like, whatever, it's okay. And then they might just like immerse with you like emotionally, like. But I think it would be like from more like selfish place where they would be like maybe telling stories about their stuff, like maybe telling you about what they got going on, like situations that they were like undesirable situations that happened in their life. So I think they would maybe like tell you about that, or maybe they'll tell you about some type of undesirable change with your feelings and emotions and how you present them towards them. You know what I mean? For some, they could be probably talking about like sex. That could probably get mentioned. You know what I mean? Like wanting to, or like feeling like, yeah, because I got the Page of Cups in reverse, so that's promiscuity. So like probably wanting to, or probably working towards it, working towards like a non-traditional relationship, or working towards like a non-traditional job, or non-traditional I guess way of being. Like they want to switch your beliefs, or they want to work at your beliefs because they feel like you believe you were betrayed, or this person could feel like you were let down, or you could probably feel like they were betrayed or let down. It's one of those two things here. You know what I mean? Like, and then trying to like flip the perspective, or trying to like maybe rebuild it. You know what I mean? So it's like wanting to rebuild with you, but like they wouldn't know how to really like do it. So like they would be like, they wouldn't be, I mean, they would be emotionally manipulative, but because what they would be trying to do is go with what you would want. This is someone who would probably try to like, they would like want to probably bring up something that happened in the past and then correlate it with what was going on right there in the moment. You know what I mean? Like try to like intermingle those two things and then project into like what the future might be like based on it. So like, oh, if you've done this and then you're doing this now, probably down the line you're gonna be like this as well. So like it could be something like that, or like they'd be like explaining something like that. Like they feel like there's information that you know that could be hidden, or like they have information that's known and it's hidden. You know what I mean? Like they have information that they know that you don't know and they're not willing to share, or you have information that they don't know and you're not willing to share. Did I say it right? One of you have information, the other one would probably feel like the other one has information and they're not willing to share. If it could be them or it could be you. But somebody isn't going to want to genuinely, openly express everything or put all their cards on the table. And instead, they're going to be trying to hide it and try to like test their intuition against what you say. You know, because the person feels like what you're telling them is an illusion, or it's like not really fully the truth, or you're stretching it a little bit. And they're having issues surrendering to the way that you see it, or surrendering to the way that things really are. Like this person maybe lives in a fantasy world in a sense, in some ways. All right. But they would want to rebirth with you. So like they would want to like start over, but it could be kind of intense at first because this person wants to align with you, and then they want to have passion. This could be like creativity. This could be like joy, fun. This could be like sex. This could be like cuddling, hugging. Like they could want to hug you, because I got the heart chakra here too. So they could like want to physically embrace you. You know, but this person could feel like, either they could feel like you look like a shit show, like you're not looking up to your best, or they could feel like they're looking like a shit show. Or they could like, yeah, because it says you're going through some tough shit. So they probably want to tell you that either you're going through something tough, or they're going through something tough and they're trying to get over it, but it's like it's wearing them down. Or they could have been telling you like maybe they're tired, like they're wore out, you know what I mean, from work. Some of them could have got laid off, or like fired, dismissed at work, or they're working on like a new hobby, or a new non-traditional way of making money, and it's wearing them out. It's becoming something that's maybe haphazard or hazardous to them, and they're trying to avoid the inevitable of maybe having to go back to work, or maybe the inevitable of having to go back to a situation that wasn't really fulfilling to them. Like they would maybe tell you that. Maybe this could be the relationship that they say, like maybe because like it's kind of like they feel like nothing really matters, but they would want to find a common ground with you still, and immerse with you emotionally. So I guess like whatever, if you guys had an issue, this person like would initially come off like, what are you here for? Like, why are you hitting me up? But they wouldn't say it like that. They would just kind of like be insincere, like go along with it, like it's not really an issue at first, and you know, because they want to see where it goes. They're curious, and they want to see it from another perspective. So they want to meet you on a common ground, but they kind of feel like they know you from like either a past, or they know you from right now, and they're trying to like make sense of who you would be in the future. You know what I mean? So like if they know you from the past, they're trying to like see who you are now and think of whether that's you from the past that you're still carrying in the present, which would indicate to them that you're going to be who you are now in the future. Or they'd be trying to figure out if you've learned from those lessons and now you've come into like a newer version of yourself, or you've transformed into this better version of yourself and learned a lesson. But at the same time, they kind of feel like none of it matters, because they feel like you're insincere with your feelings and emotions. Like you don't really express what's really going on. Like you're selfish when it comes to like maybe giving people clarity, or you're selfish when it comes to dealing with disaster, or when it comes to dealing with the unexpected changes, or dealing with unexpected obstacles. Like they feel like you don't know how to handle that. So they would either want to hold back their feelings, or they would feel like you're doing it. one or two. But someone here would be selfish, and they could be feeling like you're selfish, so they might want to express their feelings around you being selfish. Maybe they'll tell you like they work too hard or they work a lot. They work to try to fix this relationship, or they work to try to like change their belief or change their perspectives, or they work to try to like change what they consider the right way of doing things. They might try to work with you, but they could feel like you're a burden. I was gonna say a burden, but maybe not. Maybe a burden, but maybe not a burden. Because they feel conflicted. So like at the same time, they would want to be very compassionate and very loving and very gentle and very caring, and very charismatic with you in a way. Like they would want to have fun with you, but like they would probably feel like they need to hold back in a way, because they feel like there's something that would come anyway, like the inevitable, like some type of disagreement, some type of like tower moment, or some type of something. Like they would feel like like maybe a realization that they don't really want to experience, or like probably like a realization that they don't really want to like come to terms with. So something like that, like they wouldn't want that. So like they would probably try to like hide their feelings. That's what this person would do, and that would definitely be true with a Scorpio or a Capricorn, because they definitely hide their feelings. Aries too, Taurus too. So yeah, we got. Can I just tell you Taurus? Yeah, we got Taurus here too. So this person will definitely try to like hide their feelings, or hide how they really feel about the situation. They wouldn't really want to say what they want, because they would be conflicted emotionally. They would want passion. Now this could be like anger too. So maybe they want passion, but it'd be like in a loving way. So like maybe this person could want to have an uncomfortable conversation, but they're not quite sure if you're really going to live up to it. That's what it could be. Like they want to have a real uncomfortable conversation, but they don't believe that you're willing to put the time, the energy, or the effort into it. So I think they would most likely like, they wouldn't like hold back, but like whatever would get said during that conversation wouldn't really be like how they feel about the situation. It would be them trying to like rationalize it and do what they consider the socially acceptable thing, but like they're trying to like break free of that as well. So like they're working to break free of like how they think things should go. You know what I mean? So that if you reached out to them, they'd probably be like, oh, my bad. Like if it's something that they were supposed to do, they would probably be like, oh, my bad. You know what I mean? Like the situation would transform in some way. I guess my bad is like maybe they're not really sorry, because this person maybe like fears something going wrong in some way. So like they suppress how they like what they really want to express. You know what I mean? That's the big thing here, is like they want to say something, but they want like a joint venture with you, or like a legacy. So maybe they'll talk about like inheritances, money, resources exchanging, stuff like that. They could talk about like a secret, or like because I think a Scorpio is like secret rendezvous, sexual rendezvous, or like your sexual past. Like they might mention that, or like something like that. Like if you reached out, they might I don't know, this person might go too deep for some reason. Like they might want to go very deep with you, but like you may not be open to it, or you may want to go really deep with them and they may not be open to it. But it's like they may like zone out. Like this person kind of has an issue staying present, because they're like trying to look at the future, but like see where you are right now, and kind of like project that you're going to be like this in the future. So like this person kind of like already has like their vision of you made in a sense, but yet they want to like immerse with you. So this person wants to emotionally immerse with you, or at least dig deeper, but they might be like moving sideways with like what they're saying. And that's what the Page of Cups in reverse is, like someone who's not really fully expressing what's on their mind or what's on their heart. They like sideways, like they hint at stuff, or they like move in a way that's not direct towards what it is that they really want. You know what I mean? So this could be like flirting, but like, being nice, like trying to inspire you in a way, but it's really for like a gain. Like they really want something out of the situation. So if you were to reach out, this person would like probably think, or they would probably feel like that's what you want. They would probably think that you're reaching out for selfish gain, or you're looking for something, you know what I mean, specific. Like you're expecting the inevitable to happen, which is like you're expecting something that was supposed to happen, or you know what I mean? Or it could be just like some type of disruption of like of like feelings, like disruption of anger, sadness, happiness, joy, but like in a way that you guys aren't really being who you are. That's really what it's all boiled down to. Like this person just wouldn't express who they really are. That's really it. That's all. Anyway, let me give some advice. They might speak about like birds, or like nature, or like animals. Here's the advice. Encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. So let me give you signs. We got Scorpio, we got Cancer, we got Aries, we got Scorpio, we got Scorpio again, we got Capricorn, we got Taurus. All right. So pile 1, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 2. So pile 2, what would happen if you reached out to them? So you could be dealing with a Pisces. I got Pisces. You might wake them up. So maybe you might call them late, or like maybe the time zones are different. You got Libra. We got Gemini. I got Pisces again. I got a lot of Pisces energy. I got Scorpio. I got Aquarius. I got Gemini. No. Yeah, Gemini. I got Gemini energy. Okay, so, all right, so 2 things could happen here. One, they could be like in their integrity in some sense. This person could act high-minded or high on the horse, like they're in the right, or like they're in charge of the situation. This person could like maybe like surrender the leadership position, or they could surrender to like their feelings and their emotions and confidence. Like this person could maybe feel confident, like they'd be processing. All right, this person could be afraid of like trusting their intuition around you. All right, this could be somebody from the past in a sense. Yeah, because you could maybe know this person from like a childhood, or just from like a better time, a more romantic time, a more loving time, a more caring time, where there weren't really expectations around like, I guess maybe the direction of the relationship. Yeah, it could be like not right. Yeah, definitely. Because the Knight of Swords in reverse. So definitely like it could be like when it was a sweeter, better time, where there was really no destination of the relationship, or when there wasn't like such huge expectations, or like where there weren't like such strong beliefs in love. I guess maybe before your feelings got involved, or before you started caring like you care. Like if you were to reach out, they maybe want to tell you about something creative that they aren't feeling passionate about, or they could be wanting to tell you about how they're no longer passionate with their feelings. For some, they could be feeling like you're no longer passionate with your feelings. They could want to like express that, say that. That might be what comes up. Because this person would want to heal the situation, but they would like not know how. So like maybe they might say that, and they might be afraid of saying that though. So like even if they might say that. So even if they might say that, because the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is usually somebody who may not talk. So for some of you, they might not even answer. You know what I mean? Because the High Priestess is here. They might not even answer. I got a lot of reverse cards. So for some of you, they might not even answer if you call. They might just surrender this up and just be like standing in their power. You know what I mean? Because that's why I get like, I guess why I got like 2 things. So they could kind of like just be like, I'm not even going to say anything, and just be like in their power. You know what I mean? Just standing firm. You know, because this person could be like dealing with like limited beliefs, or they could feel like they self-sacrifice themselves for you, or they could feel like you're keeping things hidden, or they could feel like you, they could also feel like nostalgic about you, or they could be feeling like isolated from you. So they could feel like you isolated from them, or they isolated from you. So they maybe want to give you closure, or maybe they've already taken closure. Because that's where I kind of get the vibe. Like they maybe want to give closure, but like they want to help process. So for some, they want to like process, but for others, this person is already looking at you like in a negative perspective. They're already like looking at this situation where like they need to be smart about this. So this person, instead of like looking at how they can make the situation better, this person would probably be blaming you maybe, or guilting you. Like they would be confident enough to like surrender the situation. All right. This person would feel like, yeah, they would feel like they're in the right in a sense, or like this was fair, like they're being fair. They would want to integrate both ways though. So this person maybe want to see your perspective. Like they maybe would like to balance it out, the situation, and like hear what you got to say, you know what I mean? And see if it's fair on both sides. Like if they did wrong and you did wrong, but not for everybody. Because for some, this person will kind of just surrender and just feel like they were right. Like they know, and that you're not going to change, or that you are the culprit, or you're the reason for any of the difficulty between the two of you. So this person kind of, like I said, I kind of give up that high-mindedness, like they're superior in a sense, or like they got it right, and like they're not, like they're a victim maybe. You know what I mean? They kind of give off that type of vibe. Like this person, this person would though want to be like heal the relationship. That's what's so weird about it. Like even if they don't answer, they would want to heal the relationship because the Page of Cups is in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is just somebody who doesn't express their feelings. They don't say. You know what I mean? They won't say. They keep a closed mouth. It's a secret. They take it to the grave. Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups is just somebody who does not know how to process feelings and emotions. They do not know how to present themselves with charm and grace. And so that's what this is. This person, like, so this could be like somebody who you probably ended with them and they would feel like this is someone who felt like they couldn't handle, they don't know how to handle a situation with charm and grace. That's what it would be like. You know what I mean? Like they would try to be fair, but like they couldn't help it. Like maybe they would try to like harp on your heartstrings in a way and make you feel bad. Like this person, like if you talk to them, this person would try to make you feel bad. Like there would be harsh communication if you did talk with them because of the Knight of Swords in reverse. This person would have things that they would like to say and they could be like running off at a mile a minute because that's how I feel like I'm talking, like blah, 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 blah. Like they could probably want to go off for a mile a minute because they're in their feelings. And they don't want to really tell you that they're in their feelings, so they're going to try to act all like it's not a big deal, it's not anything. They might even come off like that. It's not anything, bro. I don't even care, bro. Whatever, sis. Whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever men or women say when they're upset. You know your people, but they'll probably tell you, you do you, you do you, because this would be like this type of angry, like they want to be like like you would awake some type of feelings in them or some type of pattern, like a pattern that they've gone through. It just subconsciously affects them because the 12th house is here. So subconsciously this person would be affected, but they wouldn't trust their intuition. So they would be angry, but they would be confident that they're doing the right thing. All right, which is not really a bad thing, but that's how they would feel. You know what I mean? They would feel like they're doing the right thing. Now, some of this person, they could probably maybe speak on like spirituality or spiritual purpose, or they could talk about like being isolated emotionally. You know what I mean? Like maybe like they could also talk about maybe their intuitive gifts and being afraid of it. So maybe like if you hit this person up, they could tell you about like I felt this way, but I didn't know how to say it, or I didn't even trust it. Like I kind of felt like I should call you, or I felt like that's what it was, or like they could feel like their intuition is involved in the situation, but they may not really trust it, or they could be afraid of like expressing that they kind of feel like their intuition is telling them something. Like this person doesn't really like to admit the feelings. You know what I mean? Like this is what it's about. This person doesn't really like to admit to feelings and doesn't like to communicate. They're more of like a passion, physical interaction type of person, like a go-getter, a mover. You know what I mean? This person maybe could tell you about like, I was gonna say whales, maybe like whales, or like being in water, like being around water, traveling over water, boating, sailing. Like they could talk about like getting a new position, or like being in charge of something, or like taking it to the next level for themselves, like in a career. Or they could be talking about surrendering their career. You know what I mean? Like this person maybe wanting for forgiveness, or they maybe want to reconcile with you, but like it could be coming from like a more passionate sexual place. You know what I mean? Like there's sorrow. Like this person maybe could be feeling sorrow, so like they could be wanting to like connect with you from like because of your body. It's because of your body. So like they could want to connect with you because of your body, because they feel you're very attractive. But they could kind of feel like you're too extravagant in some ways, or like they might speak about you being too extravagant, or they could like mention that maybe you blocked them, or you could be blocked in some cases. It could come off like that because it's like communication is here. So this person would like want to communicate with you in a fair and balanced way if they do talk with you, but like it might come off as irate and come off as very emotionally very emotionally manipulative, because the plan is to get under your fingers, or get me us under your fingers. The plan is to get under your skin, to bother you, because like they're feeling confident, so like they want to get under your skin. They want to like, it could be like a revenge, because sometimes the Knight of Cups can be like somebody who's like a mercenary or like merciless, who they only care about their feelings, and they can like that's a person who could like kill someone in a passion of rage, or like a rage of passion, or crime of passion. Like that could be somebody who like gets jealous and then wants to hurt someone. So like they could be like very jealous and like very angry and very aggressive about it, but like they may be feeling kind of cowardly about approaching you or like reaching out. So like they were like they weren't really trusting their own ideas. Like they weren't really trusting the niggling feeling that they were feeling to like come towards you or say something. So like they would want balance and they would want to express love, but at the same time, like their ego, like the ego would be in the way, because like there's no, like the ego would be in the way. Like they don't want to be like seen as maybe weaker, or they don't want to be seen as like in the wrong. Yeah, they don't want to be seen as like in the wrong. They want to keep up like a higher a unavailable look, or like a higher echelon type of vibe. Like they want to give off this out of your league type of vibe. Like you messed up, you dropped the bag, you didn't do what you're supposed to do, or like you should have done it this way, or you should have made it happen this way. Like this person, you know what I mean? They could be even trying to like direct you towards like taking care of yourself or healing the situation, or like putting things in order. Like they would want to like inspire you at the same time. Like they would have hope, but they would want to inspire you in some way. But I feel like the way that they would present it wouldn't really inspire you. It would more so like take the enthusiasm out of you, or take like the desire to move forward with them out of you. Like it kind of comes off kind of harsh and like inconsiderate, like not thinking about anybody else. They just remember like a past good time between y'all. So like they maybe even want to be like promiscuous or like sexual with you, but they may not really like value your feelings and emotions. This person could probably like be high or getting high when you call them, or like that could be like on their mind. They might talk about like smoking you up, drinking you up, or whatever you guys do. They could be talking about they're doing that. Like they want to activate. So this person wants to get active with you. They want to put in some type of work. For those who they actually answer, for some they may not answer, you know what I mean? But for the ones that they do answer, they may not really tell you how they feel. Like they may try to be elusive, or try to be like secretive with their intentions, or secretive, like they're going to be try to be secret with their feelings. But this person really like feels like you're like a soulmate, or feels like you're like someone that they can really be comfortable with, someone who they can like express deeper feelings and emotions with. But at the same time, their pride is in the way, or their ego is in the way. Like they don't like their confidence, or about how they feel. Like they don't feel comfortable in their body, and they don't feel comfortable asserting themselves directly or assertively with you. Like they don't want to be aggressive, but they might come off aggressive. You know what I mean? So it's like this person has issues processing feelings. So like whatever you would have said to them, they wouldn't have known how to like process it. So that they would have wanted to, and they would have wanted to be fair, but like the moves that they would have made would not have seemed like they were being fair. It would have seemed more like haughtiness, like arrogance, like I'm right, you're wrong. They wouldn't have really been able to see a way to like think of this relationship, or think of this situation in a more positive note. You know what I mean? Like they would probably like mention like family, or like close friends or associates, or they would like want to tell you about like the house, like their house of some sort. This person would tell you about like them being worried, and like, oh, in some cases they would say that it's their fault. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this person might be aware that like they like, I don't know. Some of them could be like aware that their feelings or like their thoughts are causing issues in the relationship. So they might like let you know like their thoughts are kind of skewed and it's messing up the relationship, but they may not necessarily be like maybe like put that in like direct words, because like they struggle with it being direct. So like while there's a lot of talking, it's like a lot of circles, and it doesn't really get to the full point. But like in their mind, they feel like they're doing the right thing. They feel like they're showing their integrity, that they're being respectful, that they're showing their value and their honor. Like they feel like they honor themselves, because it's really an ego thing here. So this person would feel like they're honoring themselves by expressing themselves, and they might say things that could be hurtful in a way to kind of like maybe show you that you hurt them, or like to show you that they're like in charge. You know what I mean? So like they may downplay you in some way. Maybe say you're not as evolved or as advanced as them. You know what I mean? Like maybe we do the same things, but I don't do it like you. So they might kind of come off like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this person maybe like have a solution. So for some of you, this person to have a solution and step up and take charge of the situation. But like it comes from a more emotionally manipulative. So this would be somebody who says what they feel like you need, or like what is best for the situation, with the intent of taking control of the situation and move it in the direction that they want. So this could just be like someone saying, I'm sorry, even though they're not really sorry, but they know that this can move the situation forward. And so that's what they'd probably do, like something like that, or like apologize or offer you something. It has strings attached to it, but the attachment could really just be like to bond closer. But for some, it could be like a sexual thing. Like this person maybe just wants to like indulge you, like, like experience the greater things like this. Or this person could just want you to indulge them, give them decadence, like treat them like a star or a celebrity, or treat them like one of a kind. Like this person wants to be treated like that. Or they could tell you that that's how they feel about you. So it could be one of those two things, but they're really confident. So I think they want to be treated like a star instead. I think they want you to treat them like that, like a celebrity, like a star, like somebody who gets a lot of attention, or somebody who deserves a lot of attention. They might be like somebody who has like they might even try to sell you like big goals or aspirations about what could happen. Like maybe send you like sell you a fantasy, but like more like sell you like a dream. They like maybe like sell you like a dream, or like this big vision of what you guys could be or what the situation could be, but it could be more so like superficial. Yeah, because like this person deals with like limited beliefs, all right, and they're still healing. So this person usually likes to be alone. So like a lot of their stuff, 'cause that's why the high priestess is here too. This person likes to be alone. So like a lot of their stuff that they do has like ulterior motives, because it's about them being emotionally fulfilled, and they're healing this energy of like doing what's best for them. So they could be like in a selfish energy, in a sense, like a more selfish, sexual, overly confident type of energy. So that's how they may come off. Or they may come off in a lacking confidence, lacking feeling comfortable in their body, and they're healing that. So like one of those two things will be happening. Like they'll be expressing that, but they'll be trying to like find maybe like a middle ground. But for those who don't answer, that's it. They're not saying anything. They like, I was right. I know what to do here. I knew that I was the one that was, so this person feels like they have the authority, or like they have the overall advantage in a relationship. So yeah, here's some advice though, because this person could feel like it's your fault, and for other people, they just be taking acceptance. Forgiveness. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so, you will reclaim the joy of life. And then we have inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. So let me give you the signs again. We got Pisces, 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 we got Scorpio, we got Cancer, we got Aquarius, we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and then we got Libra again, and we got Gemini again. So this person would be like maybe in an illusionary vision of what they think is going on. Like they would be passionate, but it'd be like maybe more of like a fantasy or a dream to them. Like they maybe haven't really made it realistic. Like this person maybe has unrealistic expectations around love or around relationships. It's limited beliefs. They have limited views because of something from ancestral or from like their childhood or from like their subconscious. So yeah. So pile 2, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 3. So pile 3. What would happen if you reached out to them? So you could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with an Aries. I got another Aries. I got another Aries. Okay, so conflicting problems. It could be like a confrontation. All right. Like this person could maybe like feel like you need to step up, or they could feel like they need to step up. There could be like a line drawn in the sand. Like maybe they want to draw like a line in the sand, or they want to talk about some type of boundary. Maybe they might want to cross your boundaries, or they might want to assert some type of boundaries, and they might want to make a stand, or they might want you to make a stand. Like there's an internal conflict that goes on here, because we got opposition, which is usually like a confrontation of new information, like, so like this person could be like, this person could maybe be seeing the situation differently. Like maybe they can remember you from like the old way you used to be, or you could be remembering them from the old way they used to be. And they could be like at an impasse of whether to like keep things as they are, like do it as it's always been done, or they could be like wanting to do something different because they have new information. So like the way they react or they respond, maybe like they may kind of like be on the fence or having some type of like internal dialogue with themselves about maybe a boundary. Either you're crossing it or they're crossing it, or it's something like that. All right, this person does want to be like free spirited, so like they would like maybe try to play with you. For some, they maybe like play like music or like be like creative in a way. They want to be like playful. All right, they want to get comfortable with you. For some, they could want to come to your house, but they can feel like they're carrying like a burden from the past or carrying some type of weight from the past. They might have like left like a book bag, a backpack, a purse, or left something, and they feel like they need to go back and get it. I don't know what that's about. Right? They could also be feeling like they're putting their time and their energy in the wrong place, like they're trying to work it, but they could feel like things are working against them. So they could be like maybe like leave the situation because it could be like a disagreement, or they could feel like you blocked them, or you could want to block them, or they could block you and then walk away from the situation, but juggle between like coming back. You know what I mean? Like this person kind of juggles about how they handled it. So like even after like an argument or a disagreement, this person probably would go off somewhere and sit and wonder about like how they handled the situation, if they handled it correctly. So like they'll be in that type of feeling, but they won't really be feeling at home with themselves. Like they may want to amplify the situation, so they maybe like want to like take the situation further, like make it bigger than what it is, or like blow the situation up, or maybe project the situation to be something else, because this person has like uncertainty. So like there's going to be like a feeling of like not knowing if the right thing has been said or is done, or like is there a boundary. It's almost like it's an invisible line in a sense. So this person could be like wavering or like seeking some type of balance with you. You know what I mean? Like they could be possibly like mirroring you or reflecting you, because sometimes opposition can represent like a reflecting type of energy. Sometimes as a square too, because square and oppositions are very similar, you know, but opposition represents emotional growth, and like it's sort of square in some places, but like usually it represents opposition usually represents having to make a choice or a decision, like with new information. So new information is presented, and then here comes a test to see if you use the new information you have, or whether you go back to like old ways and revert back to like the way that you've always done things, like go back to the comfort zone, because opposition is a choice to make, whether to move forward or stay in your present reality. So this person may be like, they may like start becoming aware of how they present themselves, or they may want to like arrive to your home. All right, there's emotions that are here. So this person maybe like wants to like embrace their femininity, or like speak about their mother, or they might be a mother. Like, you know, they might be like coming off more motherly, more nurturing. Like this person wants to like set roots or foundations. They want to see if you guys have maybe I was gonna say traditional values, but I was thinking like same familiar values, or like ancestral values. Like maybe you guys were like raised the same, like, or maybe you guys were different, and maybe that's what the confrontation is about. This person might talk about how you guys maybe aren't the same, like don't have the same values, don't have the same morals, or they could be mentioning their family values. It could be something like that. Like they could be talking about something having to do with family, and like maybe a boundary. Like it's kind of like they made a boundary, but it's not really all the way there. So it's kind of like it's open to interpretation. Let me say that. So this person may leave things like open to interpretation in a way, but they might kind of like leave from like the conversation, because they feel like they don't really have the right to like argue, or they don't have the right to like defend this, or like they don't have like the high ground in a sense to like prove their point. So this person could like maybe like argue with you or fight with you, or try to like point some stuff out. Not necessarily like arguing in a bad way, but they may try to like point some stuff out, or like make some stuff like not really clear, but they may like try to like repair a situation, or try to make a situation maybe a little bit better, but they could feel like maybe they're doing more harm than good. So they might leave away, but wonder if they still like applied it right. They might try to put their feelings behind them and do what they consider the practical decision, or make the practical choice, though they really want to be like free spirited. So like, and initially this person be like, hey, hi, who, yo, what's up? Like kind of like lighthearted, not like tripping, but at the same time, because like they would be like conflicted, you know what I mean? Like, because like they like maybe there's a boundary here, or there's like a line that you don't cross, or something like that. But like they would want to be free spirited, but like internally they would be like, I don't know if I can be this way with them. I don't know if I should do this with them. Like, you know, they could be like maybe want to hold back. You know, they could be wondering why you called. Like if you called them, they could probably wonder like, why'd you call, or why'd you hit them up? You know what I mean? Like maybe they could talk about their soul gifts, or like learning to use their intuition, or learning to use spiritual knowledge, or learning to use some type of special talent and ability that they have. And they could feel like they're not using their passions or their abilities in the right way, no matter how hard they're working. So they could be like talking about that. They could be talking about like how like the energy that they put in, they're not seeing progress from it, but they're working really hard. So they could be talking about their job and talking about maybe leaving it or quitting it. or they could be talking about like juggling new finances, or like something. Maybe they could be juggling having two possible occupations or two possible relationships, and they having to walk away from one, but they could feel wrong about it. You know what I mean? So it could be like that. Like they could feel like they're carrying a past behind them, and this person could also be feeling like they never get anything right. You know what I mean? Like they could be wanting to be nurturing and like very compassionate towards you or towards themselves, or they could be needing compassion towards you or from themselves. Like it's something like that. Like they want peace and a feeling of comfort. You know what I mean? Like right now they don't really feel at peace. So like they don't really feel comfortable enough in the situation to like ground it, or they don't really feel comfortable enough with you possibly to come to your home, or they don't feel comfortable enough to like invite you somewhere. Cause it's a lot of uncertainty. Like this person is like juggling this idea, or juggling like how to like how to present it. I was gonna say initiate, but it's a little bit more than that. It's like they want to like push forward with the situation, but they're not quite sure like the best way. Like what's the best way? That's what this person really struggles with. Like what's the best way? Like this person probably has like perfectionistic issues where they want it to be just right, or they want to be able to get it just right. Because the Eight of Pentacles can be like perfectionistic energy. It's repetitive. So this person can feel like you guys are repetitively always going over the same issues, the same fights, and no lines are being drawn in the sand, or no boundaries are being made. You know what I mean? They could feel like it's time to step up and walk away, or step up and step out. You know, they could be also feeling like it's time to do what they want to do for themselves, but they could kind of like be unsure about that. Because that Two of Pentacles just keep looking at me like, I'm unsure about any of this. Like this person doesn't really know. You know what I mean? Only thing they're trying to look at is like how they present themselves. Like they want to look at, like put themselves in like the best light, but they could be like aware of like how they're carrying other people's burdens on them. Like maybe other people's perspectives, other people's minds, or like they could feel like they're carrying the world on their shoulders. So this person could be like feeling like they put like a lot of work and energy into stuff, and like they're still carrying burdens and stuff like that. So they might be like wanting to like open up to you, but they could kind of be conflicted about that. You know what I mean? Like they want to rebel, which means that they want to break some type of traditional values that they normally do, or some type of pattern. Like that's what they could feel like. They could feel like you guys keep going over the same pattern, and it's not going anywhere, or having the same argument, or having the same disagreements, or having the same talks, but they aren't going anywhere. And this person could be like undecided about like how to handle this situation. Like what do I do? Or like how to balance their feelings and emotions in this situation. That's really the big thing, is like they're uncertain of their own feelings. So this person would be trying to like heal the situation, but like in a rebellious type of way, in a way that's not traditional to how they would normally do things. But that's, like I said, that's where the opposition is, because it's like we always done it this way, but there's another way that I'm kind of aware of, but I don't know what is on the other side of it if I act this way. So that's what it is. Like they want to be free-spirited, and they want to be lighthearted, and they want to have fun, but they don't really know what would happen if they do it. Because the biggest thing here is uncertainty and boundaries, and those are the two things that are sticking out. Uncertainty, boundaries, family roots, and foundations or traditions. So like all that stuff is kind of like what hinders them, or keeps them from like being able to use their creative talents, or be able to use their aggression in a way that can help them get what it is that they desire. So instead, this person could be like feeling sorry for themselves. They could be feeling jealous. They could be feeling resentful. For some, they could be feeling very loving. They could be feeling very compassionate. They could be feeling like they can nurture this situation, but they feel like they would have to like break some type of code of ethics, or they would have to like cross a boundary in some way. You know what I mean? But this person feels like in divine timing. So maybe they might like kind of like sit with the feeling of like when time is right, then things will happen. So like they'll talk and they'll communicate, but like the way that communicating will become is like it'll be like, you know, like banter. You know what I mean? Like banter, or like maybe like contesting what you say and then walking away and then considering what you say. Like, I wonder if what she said or what he said was right. Let me think on that. So like they would go like into like a dwelling moment. Maybe they would go back to work or something, and they maybe like kind of like put some work in and then feel like they need to give up and then walk away. But then even after walking away, they still would be like, dang, did I make the right decision? Did I do what I was supposed to do? Because like this person wants to come towards you. I will say that, like they want to come towards you, and they want to come in like a lighthearted way. They maybe want to like show you their body, or like maybe they've been working out, or maybe they've been like, I don't know, maybe they like to just be naked or something, and or not have a lot of clothes on, or have their shirt off or something, because like they would like to show their body to you. All right, they feel like you guys have like a push-pull dynamic. When they go high, you go low. You know what I mean? So it kind of feels like they're like, it's like looking for power in a sense, or looking for like control of the dynamic. You know what I mean? But they want respect and they want acknowledgement. Or maybe they could feel like their respect is on the line, but they want acknowledgement of something. So they could want acknowledgement of a boundary, or they could want, like, they could be acknowledging a boundary subconsciously. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think this person like domesticated in some way. And when I say domesticate, I think of like animals that normally be wild or normally do what they're intuitively or instinctually know to do. But once you bring them in the house, they're not that type of person. So like this person probably isn't being who they normally be because they've been like domesticated. Like someone conditioned them to be a certain way. So that's how they are. Like they want to be free spirited and outgoing, but they're going to come off as more like, I need to do the right thing. I needed to take care of like responsibilities. I need to like, I don't have a right to be acting in this way. And you know what I mean? Like this isn't going to be anything that really fulfills me, or it's not going to give me the level of success that other people would admire, or like, but they're uncertain because that's not how they really feel. So that's what it is. Like this person doesn't really know how they feel. So they're trying to come into this energy or kind of come into like a realization of like how they present themselves, because I guess that makes a difference to like how people receive them. It does, but that's what would be called to their attention. So like maybe they would want to come towards you and like present themselves in a new way, because Aries energy is here and that's always gives me like something that's new. But here's your advice. Courage. Dare to be different, to make mistakes. Create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. So let me give you the signs. Oh, I might as well read this, because I was going to read the bottom and I was like, I don't know if I want to, but then I read it and it said positive outcome, so I'm going to give you that. Positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember, keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. All right, so here's the signs. We got Cancer, Aries, Aries, Aries. That's it. All right, so this is somebody who's going to be like impulsively acting on their emotions. All right, they're going to be trying to follow their instincts and maybe make a risky judgment or make a risky choice, but they're trying to follow their feelings right now. So this person is they're just conflicted. That's really the big thing. It's like it's that. All right, so they want to be impulsive and they want to follow their feelings, but this person is like unsure really about their feelings. So all right, so pile 3, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom, pile 4. So pile 4, what would happen if you reached out? What just happened there? All right, so you could be dealing with a Leo. This is supposed to be at the back, but I guess. Oh. Oh, okay. All right, so you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, could be dealing with a Taurus, could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with a Leo. All right, you don't have to be. This could just be like the type of energy at the end, because this person would try to make a choice for themselves, like make a decision for themselves, because this person may be feeling like they can't stand themselves in a sense. So like they would want to be like aligned with you. This person would want to open their heart. All right, and that was like this, like, so the heart chakra was really a card that's supposed to be at the end, like down here. But for some reason, when I picked the deck up, it was like in the front. And then I tried to put it in the back, but it wouldn't it was weird. It was like I really couldn't put it in the back. So I just kind of like put it as a second card, but it would have came out as the first card, which would have indicated that that's the overall energy. And the overall energy is really what they would wanted to do was revive it. So like if you were to reach out to this person, they would want to revive it and do something that is true to them and not to others. Okay, now they may be a little bit strategic. They could feel like it's a challenge, but they would feel like maybe they have the last piece that they need, or they feel like they know how to maneuver the situation. All right, now this person probably wants to talk. They may have a key. They may want to like invite you to their house, or they maybe want to like come to your house. But like this person wouldn't have like a clear destination. They might feel like they put their foot in their mouth. So this person, like for some, this could be like a disagreement, like an argument. They can even tell you about like a funeral or something that ended in their life, some type of huge change in their life, and they have to accept it, which could be like a passing of a family member, but it doesn't have to be. All right, like they would want to break the silence, but they would want to like give you the keys, maybe to their house, or they want to give you like the keys to like opening the door of their heart, or like, you know what I mean? Like they want to give you some type of information. They don't want to be silent about the situation anymore. All right, like they could probably like be quiet about what their true intentions are. So like that might be something here, but like they would want to be aligned with you. All right, this person could be like, I don't know, I said Sunday. I just seen Sunday, but that is Leo's day. But like they would probably like want to be in their personal power. So they would try to be very confident. All right. They would try to be very structured, like they have things going well, or like things are under control, but they would want to surrender to the sweetness in life. So like while this person comes off as like very reserved and very responsible and very like poised, or like self-assured, or like mature, they would come off like mature and like thinking of complexity, or thinking of like the next move. So like this person would be like analyzing like what comes next, or like what they should do next. Like they would kind of like strategize how to communicate with you, but they really want to swim in the sweetness of life with you. So like this person really wants to like enjoy like Venus energy. Like they want to have pleasure and joy and like probably sex. Like they want to make love to life with you. So probably make more likely make love to you in a sense, or like really enjoy life with you in some way, like maybe an adventure, maybe like a trip, you know what I mean? But like with yourselves. So like this person would like to like bring life back into the situation. That's for sure. So for sure they would want to bring life into the situation. So they may come in with a lot of good energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of hey, or hey, or you know what I mean? Or like a lot of masculinity, a lot of pride, you know what I mean? Like this person would want to come from a seat of power. So they would really want to come like in their best, with their best, you know what I mean? Like they don't want to come half-assed towards you. Like this person thinks of you as like a difficult challenge to beat, or like a difficult person to like get the best of. So like they see you as a challenge. So like they would want to like embrace you in a way, like really take this forward, like see something come of this situation. So that's what they would be trying to do, strategize about how they could make something come of this situation. But they may not really be like super focused, or not really know how to take action. They might be kind of cowardly. Now I say cowardly like gently, because I don't really mean like they're scared. I mean, they could be scared. I think they could be scared of the direction of where it could go. Like if it even goes anywhere, like they could be afraid of like really expressing their emotions, or really saying what's on their mind. They could feel like guarded around their feelings and emotions. You know, and it could kind of still be like stalking you, or like they have their eye on you. I know that, but they could be feeling like sexually frustrated, and they could maybe say that. Or they could be saying like they're very upset, or they're jealous of something, and they could probably say that. Like it could be an energy of them being jealous in some way, or feeling like they're not exerting their passion in the right way. You know what I mean? They could be like criticizing other people. They could be like downplaying the efforts that were made in the past, or like, because there's like this person doesn't like trust in spirit to lead the situation. So like they would want to strategize to make this situation be what they would like it to be. You get it? Like they don't trust that spirit would put it the best way that it could go. Instead, they would try to like manipulate it to go how they would like it to go. So like they would try to create some type of structure, even though spirit would want them to like let it flow. They would try to like make it be a certain way, or like try to ground it in a way that they find it to be more, I was gonna say respectable. So like this could be like trying to make you be married, trying to make you be, like if you're a man, you know, make you be engaged in marriage, or make you be a boyfriend. If you're a woman, this could be like make you be their wife, or make you be a stay-at-home mom, or make you be, I don't know, you know what I mean, not have you wear clothes a certain way. Like they would try to express like responsibility in some way, or maturity in some way, like boundaries in a way, but like complexities. So like this person deals with a lot of complexities, and they're very strategic. So like it gives off like wanting to like do what they want to do. I think they would more so like want to try to like take control of the situation, but like lead you. Like they want to lead you in a way that's kind of like enticing. So like they would want to put it in a way that's enticing, but now for others they could put it in a way that's like like leaves more to the imagination. So like they may not be like super clear with what they're saying, or like the focus of the conversation may not really be there. This could be like just rambling. Like you guys could just be talking, just going off. Like you guys could talk about church, could be talking about school, could be talking about work, could be talking about like social stuff, social beliefs, could be talking about spirituality. You know what I mean? Could be talking about things that you're like starting to see now from like a higher perspective. So it could be like a lot of like spiritual introspection, or like a lot of like maybe mysticism in a sense, like maybe like talking about like soulmates, or talking about like how you guys are like very similar, how you guys have like dealt with like anger or intensity and not really knowing how to say it, or not knowing how to put it into words. So like there could be like that energy of like having like this intensity, or this frustration with each other, or a frustration towards them, or them having a frustration towards you, but not really wanting to say it, afraid to put their foot in their mouth. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. So like this person would like, they would be very strategic about what they say. So they might be kind of silent and only say a few words, or mostly listen to you, like let you go off and then they'll go off. But it kind of like seems like the conversation doesn't go anywhere. Like it doesn't, like, because the whole plan is to kind of like look very mature, look very like put together, be in their pride and their ego, like look very regally, show that they're an individual, or show that they're a person, like they're their own person, like they don't have to be like anybody else. Like they would want to show that they're different, but they would also like want to like live in this fantasy world with you, like really like enjoy with you. Maybe they want to meet you at like a pool, or they want to meet you like near water, or they want to meet you somewhere where there's water at. You know what I mean? Like for some, this person would maybe talk about like their health, or they could talk about your health. Like this person would be open, but like they would talk, but like it wouldn't go anywhere. Like the talk wise, like the conversation doesn't really build up on anything until you guys get to like some type of shared belief. Once you guys get to like a shared belief, then that's going to bring out what like some type of creativity or some type of confidence in them. So you have to like that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what the strategy is, like trying to find like maybe like a weak spot or a weak point, or find like what gets you going, find what gets you ticking. Like this person like likes complexity. They like difficulty. For some reason, this person likes difficulty. They're a very complex type of person, so they like complexity. They like difficulty. All right, but they, like I said, they may not say a lot. You know what I mean? The keys could be on their mind, or keys of some sort could be on their mind. Like maybe the key to making something happen, or the key to reviving something, or the key to aligning to you. Like this person is just, maybe they're trying to like pick up information. So like if you were to reach out to them, they would try to pick up information about how to like maybe invite you over, or they would be trying to pick up information about like how to like get you to talk more, get you to open up. So like the conversation could just be circles, but like try to get you to talk, get you to open up, find something that you guys kind of like maybe meet on like mutual ground about. Maybe like I said, religion, work, school, marriage, any of that, like any of that. Like they would want to be like a very spiritual person with you for some reason. Like that's a big thing here. I don't get it. I don't know how spiritual you are, but that's what they would want to be. And they would like want to come from their heart. Like the heart is a big thing. So this person loves you. Even if you don't really assume that they do, this person loves you. All right. And right now they don't feel like they can stand themselves. So like even if you reached out to them, they would still feel like they couldn't really quite stand themselves, or stand how the dynamic is going. They could be like, if they can't stand themselves, then they're probably thinking about like their health, or they're thinking about their pride, or their ego is in a way of some sort. Like they don't feel especially strong. You know what I mean? So they could, like if it's a male, he may not feel like especially strong in something, or he may not feel especially like advanced in something, or I don't know. But that could be part of the strategy. Like this person could also not really believe in like happily ever afters. So like that might be something they try to tell you is like, I don't believe in like, maybe they tell you they don't believe in magic. And maybe that's where the conversation gets started. Because it's like they want to say something that comes off the wrong way, but it's an initiation to probably try to get you to open up your feelings. So like they maybe misdirect you or mislead you in a way with their words to try to get you to like open up. Because like they'll come off as quiet but like strategic. You know what I mean? Like they're here and they'll be very open, and like maybe they'll be like strong, like I don't know, maybe because I kind of feel like maybe you would see them, so maybe like strong eye contact maybe, but it doesn't have to be, because like that's the only thing I'm seeing with eyes. Like this woman is like looking like directly, like like this person kind of feels like they knew you would come in a sense. So like they feel like they knew you would hit them up, but they would just be like listening and just seeing what happens and just going along with it, and maybe allow everything to like they allow like the things that aren't fitting with them to just go. So like whatever you say to them, like if it doesn't feel good to them, they just let it go. Like they don't trip on it. Like this person doesn't really want to rock the boat with you, if I'm being honest. Like even if they do come off and like even if they do come off fiery and like and aggressive or like impulsively say things that they don't mean, they don't really want to rock the boat with you. I mean, if they did do it, like what the intention is to get you to express how you feel about something, either the state of the relationship, the state of the job, the state of their beliefs, like the core values, like they would want to or they would want to like get you to express some type of forgiveness or acceptance, like appreciation maybe. Like they would want you to do that, like to value them or give them passion. Like they would want you to find a creative way to give them passion. You know what I mean? Or give them like something to make a decision on. Like they could feel like they wouldn't be able to make a decision. They could feel like they were on the fence, or like they would be on the fence about maybe committing. That might be what's going on here. They might be on the fence about committing. They might not feel like they're your type, or they may not feel attractive, or they may not feel like you're attractive, or they may feel like you're their type. You know what I mean? But there's like a sexual frustration for some reason. So like, I guess that plays into it. I don't know what's going on there, but I guess that plays into it because they would want to still find a way to be aligned with you. You know what I mean? So for some, don't take all of that, because for some of you, they may find you as attractive, but they just may not feel like they can have you. You know what I mean? Like they can feel like maybe they're not good enough to have you or possess you. Like it's a desire to, but it could be like a jealousy for why they don't or why they haven't. So like this person could, like I said, they could feel like they can't stand themselves, but they really do want to be aligned with you. So like when you're talking and you guys communicating, it's circle wise. It doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like I'm repeating the same stuff over because that's it. Like they're trying to find an end or like a way to be able to put it into words to maybe get you to come to their house, or get them to be able to come to your house, or to be able to get you guys to either leave the situation. You know what I mean? Like it's some way, like, but I really feel like they want to come to your house, or they want you to come to the house, because the vibe, the look of the girl is like, it's like she's walking away, but she's looking back like, you know, follow me. So like this person maybe wants you to follow them in some way, or follow what they're saying without them saying it. You get what I mean? So like vaguely they'll probably say stuff. This could be somebody who maybe you aren't talking with at all. I mean, of course, that's why you would wonder about reaching out. But like with the Knight of Swords in reverse, is usually somebody you're not talking to at all. Now, for some, this person wouldn't want to say anything. You guys could be blocked. Because I got the Two of Swords with the Knight of Swords in reverse. They could be blocked. This could be like religious reasons. This could be spiritual reasons. This could be job reasons. This could be like just behind principles. They could have blocked you just behind principles, or they could not talk to you just behind principles. All right, like they could still be angry. They could still be frustrated at you. They could still be jealous of you. You know what I mean? They could still be possessive over you, and they could probably not talk to you out of anger and frustration. And they could still be healing through like jealousy, rage, sadness, regret, you know what I mean? All that type of stuff. So that type of energy is going on here, but this person would probably like to try to act mature about it, but be very strategic about how they say things. You know, unless they decide that they want to shake up something in your world, shake up like your feelings, or if they've been wanting to hurt your feelings or get you to finally open up, then they would say something a little hurtful or something a little sharp to get under your skin, to get you to react and speak up. Because that's what this person wants. They want you to speak up and give them some type of wisdom, or give them some type of insight that sees the situation from a higher perspective, or with more clear eyes. All right, because they don't really believe that the way that things are going, that it's going to work out for the best. All right, so here's your advice. Believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There is nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe. All is possible. So, the signs I have: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Leo. So, pile 4. That was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and this Leo in the 3rd house.